But chat, YouTube, it's deck tech time. This time, for a little bit of Esper KetraFrog. Got 3 copies of Ephemerate to Ephemerate, our Solitudes, our Flickerwisps, our whatever, Ketramose draw a card even. We got 4 Fatal Push for some removal, Thoughtseize for hand disruption, Relic to pair with our 2 copies of Ketramose, and Ketramose and the Psychic Frog, of course. Very synergistic, but we'll get to that in a second. Couple copies of Prismatic Ending for additional removal, some Phelias to go with our 4 copies of Overlord, 2 Emperor Bones to recur Overlord or whatever else from the graveyard. The 4 copies of Psychic Frog, whenever you delve to give it flying, on your turn, you draw a card with Ketramose, and then you can discard that card to fuel it. So it's essentially it's a little bit of an engine. It's not really an infinite thing because you can't go infinite unless you have a Dark Blast, but it's a very synergistic engine between the two. 3 copies of Flickerwisp to blink our Overlord and our MDFCs, which are Boggart, Trawler, and Witch Enchanter, which will move over to the land section. And then we got our 4 Overlords, 4 Solitudes, of course. Meta base wise, we got 1 Bleachbone Verge, which is a white-black land, 4 Flooded Strands, 4 Marsh Flats for fetches, along with 2 copies of Polluted Delta. Fetchables, Godless Shrines, Hallowed Fountain, Meticulous Archive, Shadowy Backstreet, Watery Grave, Basic Swamp, Basic Plains, nothing too crazy. Sideboard wise, couple copies of White Orchid for Eldrazi, some Wrath the Skies for energy, 4 Consigns for Eldrazi, 1 Thoughtseize for the combo decks like Belcher, Strategic Betrayal, target opponent exiles a creature they control and their graveyard. Kind of a cool card. I actually saw this in a standard deck list when I was at the RC and had to read it there too. So, I guess just generic graveyard hate for the most part. Pretty good against Flage as well. 1 Pest Control, probably also for the Moxopal decks or Energy. And then a couple copies of Vindicate for land destruction, and 1 Grafdigger's Cage for more graveyard hate. Let's give it a shot. Yeah, no Tameo. Modern Gold League. As a keeper. It's like a pretty alright. Let's just play Marsh Flats and pass. Your turn, opponent. Let me know if the stream is looking and sounding good, chat. Kind of been moving all over the country, so while I'm on my little Pokemon escapade here, if something doesn't sound or look right, let me know. And don't say it's my face, because I know it doesn't look right. I've got plenty of comments telling me that already. I love your legacy content on a rug. Let's go get. Do we have surveils? We have a shadowy backstreet, but we don't have any blue surveil. Oh, we do have meticulous archive. All right, let's grab meticulous archive. We can play Psychic Frog next turn, but they revealed Kahira, which means they're on control. I don't want Fatal Push if they're on control. I could pass and try to jam this Phelia. It's better into them having Spell Snare, but I'm gonna guess they don't have Spell Snare. You don't have it. Fetch is so fast. You don't have it. I don't like how fast they fetched. Um, Despair. That's probably our best chance of resolving the frog. So I don't feel too bad about it. Now they just have counterspell up. I could try to flash in this Phelia when they go to fetch here. If they go to fetch here. Yeah, flash in the dog. Despair because of the snare. Now if we could top deck Overlord, we'd be kind of cooking. I'm going to grab our other Surveil. Plains, no. Ending, not great either. Maybe I was supposed to run on a Witch Enchanter. I think it's such a sign of weakness, though. We can just top deck Overlord and not get counterspelled. We'll be fine. Surely. Well, it's beats by a Dr. Dog until then. Fetch with the Delta. Maybe I'm supposed to leave this uncracked because I do have Fatal Push, but I don't know what threat they'd play other than Subtlety that I'd want to crack for Fatal Push. The only 2 threats in their deck are probably Subtlety and Solitude. And this, of course, Kahira, I guess. Hallowed Fountain tapped. Hall. I don't need to kick it for Hall, though, or revolt it. Two more. Steady as she goes. Gonna pass. Witch Enchanter go. If I go to kill Phelia, I can Ephemerate. Not sure I want to. Phelia is not really doing much other than 2 damage a turn. I finally got caught for tax evasion. It was a good run. They still let me stream though. All right, 2 more. Pass the turn. Solitude. I could Ephemerate to save the dog. Or I could just Solitude their Solitude. I just Solitude their Solitude. Neither of these lines feel particularly good. If I shocked in the Witch Enchanter and I left up Ephemerate plus Solitude, then this line would have been better for me. But I've been holding the Witch Enchanter in case they actually have like a relevant enchantment. Solitude, your Solitude. Go. Yeah, now I just run this place. What is this? Oh my god. They overpaid for it. Well, uh-oh. That's not good. How's Dingo gonna get out of this one? Joke's on you, opponent. I had nothing to cast anyways. They didn't want to attack that Teferi, though. Would have been nice. Yep. So I don't know if I'm supposed to hold this Witch Enchanter or not. How you doing, Ryan? Narsetti. Upsetty Narsetti. Up. Ending. Owns the narrative. I don't think we're winning this one, chat. They didn't chalk that in, which means they don't have Solitude at least. But it's not looking good. Hmm. Alright, I'm playing the Witch Enchanter as a land. Getting chant locked. This sucks. I hate the gold leagues. There's all this try hard control in my gold league. Another chant. Alright, I'm packing it in. I can ult this to fairy pretty soon. Not much I can do about it. I have a lot of dead removal game 1. So Fatal Push out, ending out. Solitude is still a threat that attacks, so I kind of think that's fine to keep in. Thoughtseize comes in. See White Orchid Phantom being okay. Just to pop some of the utility lands. Vindicate for the Planeswalkers, and then maybe I'm gonna leave in 1 pending because I can pending Narset. Nothing else seems good here. I could cycle Pest Control. I could have 1 copy of Consign to Memory. I feel like pending is probably the best of the bunch. Not by much though. Lantern Control in Prison. It's not a bad idea to me. That's a nice curve. Turn 1 Thoughtseize, turn 2 Overlord, and then we can draw untapped lands, turn 3 Flickerwisp. That's assuming they don't have infinite counter spells in their hand, though. Grab the Watery Grave. I don't think I care too much about my life total being low in the matchup. Solitude spell, snare, tune the narrative, Wrath Disguise, Narset. Tuning the Wrath is kind of scary. I don't think the Solitude's too. Maybe I'm supposed to take the Solitude because Wrath of the Skies on Overlord. If they tune, they have 2 energy, and they have to Wrath X3, which is 5 mana. I can also hold up Ephemerate. I can also take Narset, which is like their most proactive card. It's kind of tough. I was gonna just snap off Counterspell if they have Counterspell, but they don't. I think the only card I don't see an argument to take here is Spell Snare. I'm gonna take Wrath Disguise. I might be wrong. I think I can afford to play a little bit slower. Maybe. Free Dingo. That's what I'm saying. He did nothing wrong. Maytune. Return the Frog. I can actually jam. I guess I can't jam Frog into Spell Snare. Sadly. I jam this Flickerwisp though. I will get my Overlord Solitude in, but that's a couple cards out of their hand. Yeah, it's probably worth it. Oops. All right, I'll ask him. I'll let you know what he says in the Discord later. All right. Pass. I feel like Magic Online is kind of laggy today. I don't know if that's just for me on my laptop setup or if it's just been laggy for everybody. Does he have a Nerf gun? Probably, honestly. The lag's been summoned. Isochron Scepter off the Narset, which means if they do have the thing, I'm kind of dead, huh? Just kick chant every turn. How do I get out of this? I guess Ephemerate gets me out of it until they have to ferry. I don't think I do get out of this. Kill the Narset. Return Solitude. Yeah, I have to like Ephemerate Flickerwisp to get the orange chant off the Isochron Scepter. Huge fall from grace. I hate to see it happen. Unless you were hate watching, then you love to see it happen. Stream from hell. Speaking of hell, I went to a place in Mini called Hell's Kitchen, thinking, hey, this might be Gordon Ramsay's second location. No. The Hell's Kitchen in Minneapolis. So if I say it wrong, they get mad at me. It was based off the Hell's Angels. It was not based off of Hell's Kitchen. There's a dozen Hell's Kitchens. Apparently, I missed the memo. Mini Apple is. I think I have Ephemerate. But if I have Ephemerate now, I'm kind of cold to Scepter Chant. But it's so much. It's too much value. I can't resist. Force negation. Really pitch Spell Snare? Okay, Overlord's gone. What I can do now is play Ketramose. It's been abysmally laggy. Exile, exile, exile. Draw a card. Exile, exile, exile. Draw a card. Another one. I just filled my hand back up to 7. That seems good. guess it's gonna be 8. I'll discard Meticulous Archive. Yes. We got a full hand. I don't know if we're actually gonna be able to utilize that though. Until we find Ephemerate, because they're gonna start kicking chant every turn once they go Isochron Scepter Orange Chant. We do need to find another Ephemerate. Yeah, them banning Prismatic Ending is a pretty big sign that I'm in danger of getting Scepter Chant locked. Oh wow, Days Undoing. Yo, Vigilant, thank you for the Prime and the 14 months. Appreciate it. Am I going back to Indianapolis? No. I'm not doing anything until the Pro Tour. Let me crack it. Let me crack the Marsh Flats. I'll hit Ephemerate and Thoughtseize. Takes a chant. I don't think there's much I can do about that. Play land and pass. I could start like drawing more cards by discarding my lands, cracking my fetch. They'll draw. I don't know. Might be worth it. Maybe not. Don't show me Isochron Scepter. Wrath X1. Yeah, I think that's happening. Well, actually, I could Flickerwisp. I could Ephemerate Flickerwisp out Psychic Frog. Keep that around. I think we do it, even though it loses all of its counters. Having the draw engine is kind of nice, just in case they start chanting me again. Yeah, deck these one mana tithe. You need new rage bait ideas? I've stopped taking them. I'm sure you're in shambles. Counter spells the Ephemerate. Okay. I'm gonna lose my frog. At least I get to Thoughtseize them now and keep this Ketramose around. Just tell him not to die. It infuriates him when he dies. Janini, I'm trying my best not to die, okay? Let's keep Solitude on top as a flash threat. Which might be dumb. But hey, a threat's a threat. Tries not to die. Dies a lot. How could this happen to me? Isochron Scepter Solitude Subtlety. Well, I think I'm just taking Solitude. Kind of want to take the Scepter, but I do have a lot of answers to Scepter in my hand. If I get to, pass the chant test. I'm just passing. Hopefully we can dodge Scepter Chant for a little bit here. I'm trying not to die. It's tough. I'm at 14. I did like 10 damage to myself. Oh no. Okay. Scepter Purge. It's not bad. I'm gonna Solitude here. See if I can't bait them into using Stern Scolding. So I can Witch Enchanter this and then play new Ketramose. Alright, use that Stern Scolding. Pretty please. Pretty please. Steve's asking for it too. It would be in the best interest of the people for you to use that Stern Scolding. Gosh dang it. They have a subtlety to trade. That's a little concerning. Oh, that's really, really good. So I have two options. One, I could take the Subtlety and run the clock on him. Two, I could take the Stern Scolding, and if I take the Stern Scolding, I can play the Witch Enchanter and then crack this land and then play the Ketramose also. Yeah, I should take the Stern Scolding. I think I have an untapped land. I have a Godless Shrine, right? I have planes. Ooh. Witch Enchant. Could have also just used the Vindicate on the Scepter and taken the Subtlety. What's the other line? I think this worked out pretty well. It's all coming together. Love it when a plan comes together. I can hold on to the Vindicate. These Time Walks are kind of annoying. Chad's surprisingly good against the white-black deck. That's pretty good as well. That could be good enough, but not a bad draw. Point my removal spell at you. Point these creatures at you. I think we're just running it back. BRB chat. I'm gonna turn off the heater. Bro has the heater on in May. I'm in Portland. What jail are you in? The Portland jail. Yeah, they let me control my own heater in jail. It's pretty sweet. I think it's a keeper. I'm gonna restart Magic Online after this match too. It's real laggy today. Not sure what's going on. Please, Steve. How are the servers? Ending. Ending was like the one card we had to keep in. I'm really happy I get the Bennett here with the Surveil. Frog. It's not resolving. Somebody has to do it, Steve. Somebody that walks consecutively for like 7 years has to do it. You were their only option. It's either that or bankruptcy. So they didn't have counterspell or spell snare, it seems, or maybe they're just waiting to pending. Probably waiting to pending it. I remember you, Frog. Not even an ambassador. That makes two of us. They won't even give me a badge. You go to a MagicCon event. They're like, you're not a real content creator. Pending. Why not get to resolve Ketramose? Or I can play Frog and leave up Ephemerate. Maybe I play Frog, leave up Ephemerate. Yep, just do it for the love of the game. That's right. The Final Fantasy set has so many cards in it. I don't know why, but it feels significantly more than a regular set. No, dude. Come on. We're so cooked. Black White can't really deal with Scepter Chant very easily at all. At least they can't kick it this turn. But this deck is pretty much entirely sorcery speed. Hmm. Just Flickerwisp the Scepter. Oh. True. Why don't you have Flash? 2025 Flickerwisp would have Flash, 100%. No doubt in my mind. Don't Solitude my frog. Come on, have a heart. It'd also be 2 mana. It would also tutor and equipment too. It would also be a dog. Pitches to fairy. I have 1 card in hand, but I just can't beat this. I think we should just scoop. Okay. I mean, might have also caused it to lag. Hope I didn't do that. I don't think this hand's terrible. Gotta keep the prison system profitable. You gotta. Your flex slot application? Yeah, I'll tell them to deny it real quick. Watery Grave. Meadow. Got Meticulous Archive. Tap. Yeah, this makes it kind of interesting because I could go for the Balemurk here, or I could go for the Frog. If I go for the Balemurk, I can curve out into Flickerwisp, but it's not good against them holding up Counterspell. The Frog's bad against them having Fatal Push. I can go with the Balemurk. Let's take the dog. If they leave a blue, I can flash in the dog. Oh, that's not bad. I gotta keep the prison system profitable. That's what I'm saying. Okay, let's pending the Tameo and see what they do. We can either flash in dog or we can play Psychic Frog. I think we just flash in the dog. It's a little bit better, higher upside. I'm gonna let him do whatever. Oh, it's Grixis control. Why are they playing Flooded Strand? Dog. Dog, carry on. My dog. Actually makes Psychic Frog much better against them than it otherwise would be. Let's Thoughtseize. I vetoed your membership. I would do it again too. I'm gonna fetch. Counter spell. Moth. Overlord. Goo. Alright, which Enchanter, Phelia, Solitude, Solitude. Let's take the Phelia. Get behind the instant speed flash threat. That must be their only counterspell in hand, otherwise they would have let me Thoughtseize them, take a counterspell, and then hold up the other counterspell. So I have to imagine their hand's maybe not that good. Or there's something else they want to protect in there. Like a Murktide. Frog. Jay, is anybody going to RCQs this weekend? If so, what are you playing? Bolt, snap bolt? Holy shit, they said the thing. They did the thing. What now? Magical, thank you for the 30 months. Almost like 20 months. Almost like cat months. Frog go. Man, I'm so mad they did the thing for Bolt. Oh, you know what? They could have Flame of Anor, and that'd be pretty bad for me. Oh, I have Flame. I should get a timeout for the Bull Snap Bolt play. Well, you said it, not me. Alright, if it loses me the game, I'll time you out. But if it doesn't lose me the game, I'm gonna point and laugh. Maybe they do it again. They could. I kind of think they have a flame in hand though. Attacks with Snapcaster. Okay, I now don't think they have a flame in hand. This is a Kaito. My frog. They are gonna do it again. They're gonna snap bolt. Wow, they surveilled 2 draw card. I thought they were gonna stun my frog. I don't care about the frog. They put 1 in the graveyard, 1 on top. Tomato. Dog. Um. So I think Phelia attack 2. If I didn't play that land, I have lethal. 2. I still have lethal, right? Sack everything at them. Shouldn't have played that land though. We did it. It appears they did not have counterspell, or free spells rather, not counterspell. They might have had counterspell. They tapped out. Let's take the Strategic Betrayal. I think it's pretty good against Murktide. Maybe Thoughtseize is fine. Could take Indicate in as well. Indicate could be kind of mid though. That's bad. Fatal Push kind of good for Tamio, but I could probably trim 1. Prismatic Ending could be kind of good. But it's Sorcery Speed. I think we just take out those and call it a day. Point in left time. I have this great photo of PT doing a point and laugh. See if I can pull it up here. I don't know how well this is gonna be captured. There's PT's point and laugh. Pretend like that was me to you. Well, his hand does one thing and it's pretty good at it. Yeah, Snuff Out is not modern legal. That card's kind of insane. Surveil with my Meticulous Archive. Popper legal though. And it's very good in Popper. Especially when they had those black initiative creatures in the format. Swamp. S. Popper mentioned Mario popping off. Mario, you should have played Turbo Fog. So disappointed in you. Brother, you can find the popper cards. You just don't have the motivation to. Counterspell? I think we're happy running in like multiple overlords to counterspells. Another one. Another counterspell. Just want to pimp fog. Well, the best time to search was yesterday. Second best time to search. Right now, Mario. Hmm. They are kind of one for wanting me into the round here, but I am up on cards. 2 and land. I'm up 3 cards on them. Not a bad exchange. Let's try to keep doing this exchange. Oh, they could bolt this one. Go to the beginning of combat. And I would like to choose Overlord. I'm going to pass. I want to see what they do. Why are we in jail? Tax evasion. They finally caught on to me. Not such a bad gig here, though. They even gave me my own space heater. This chair is kind of uncomfortable, though, I will say. Um, yeah, kind of expected that. Maybe I should have untapped and waited to double activate. That might have been better. Like activate, activate. Surely they're out of counter spells now, though. I get to pick up the Emperor Bones anyways. I can pick up Frog. I think the Bones is better. But I don't want to run out the Bones and have it get snap bolted. Hmm. They heard my cries. This is the best prison of all time. um, do I want a Strategic Betrayal? I think I just pass. Highway to the Bone Zone. So they've been Flame. Maybe they don't have Snapcaster. Let's Thoughtseize. Show me Snapcaster? Oh, double Snapcaster plus Counterspell. Well, I guess I'm taking a Snapcaster. I do an Extreme. I think a Strategic Betrayal. Just get rid of the graveyard. That way they can't Snap Flame in the future. They could have Snap Flame there and drawn two. Hmm. So Counterspell Snapcaster still. You don't know what to feel about Road Dingo? No feelings, only vibes. It's just untap. Other Thoughtseize. Let's run it out. What's up, Bunny? Sea Spell. If I go Emperor Bones, then I go Snapcaster Sea Spell. That's just too mana efficient, I think, for them. Let's pass. My Overlord's about to come off of Impending anyways. I think I can just chill. A what now? Got a Solitude deck for you, Dingo. Stream Decker. Black, white. Okay. The Swish Gaming. Oh, it's not black, white. It's mono white. 4 Reprieve, 4 Path, 4 March, 2 Mana Tithe. 2 Maze Mind Tomes. How about this? Don't know if that one's any good. Let's just take land drop. Let's betray them. Get that counter spell out of the graveyard. One in the black, exile target graveyard at sorcery speed. Surprisingly, not that bad. Not as bad as it looks on paper, anyways. Be so much better instant speed though. But I guess that's reserved for Thraben Charm. Return Ketramose. Finally, they got me. After all these years, they finally got me. Push Fatale. In response, Push Fatale. Alright. 1-1 in our gold league. So far, it hasn't felt much different from a regular league. How do I feel about that? Or am I really though? I'm in Portland for the Pokemon Regional this weekend. Yo, 3 dog. What is the dog doing? What are all 3 of the dogs doing? Thank you. Yeah, I'll leave the Thoughtseize on top. I mind myself a little sneeze. I'm gonna leave a dog. Is the Mono Black mid-range list? It's gotta be. Or maybe I don't flash in dog because they're clearly holding up removal. Or Bowmaster. I don't know another black source. Let's get Watery Grave and play Ketramose. Ketramose. Oh, it's Necro. Makes sense, I guess. However many they draw, they're going to exile that many cards, which means I could probably attack with Ketramose. Our opponent's also 4-0. They went to 1. Holy schmoly. They need, like, every Soul Spike in their deck to kill me. That's 2. That's 3. Okay, they didn't have every Soul Spike, but they had pretty much every Soul Spike. Now they got to sculpt their hand. I get to attack with the Ketramose. Then I probably have to, like, bolt. Okay, I don't have to bolt anymore. I guess I still do if I want to cast Thoughtseize and then Flickerwisp, Witch Enchanter. The Portland Jail. Necro, Shelly, March, Surgical. I think I have to take the Shelly. I'll do a crack fetch land. I take the March. I have crack fetch land plus fatal push for the Shelly. Thoughtseize is a pretty dang good card. You may surgical my Thoughtseize. Yeah, Ketramose does not draw there. Because the card has to go from the field to the graveyard, right? Or field to exile. Yeah. From the graveyard or from the battlefield. I can't read either. That was tough for me even. Goes to 1. It goes to 1, dies. Alright. I guess we made the right choice. Let's take Thoughtseize. Which I know it shouldn't be good in the Black Mirror traditionally, but I think it's good against specifically Necro. And then maybe we take out Relic. Maybe up a Vindicate. And biggest dick is as big as dog is. His hand is bad. His hand is also pretty bad, but we're gonna keep it. Drop it to. I don't have Thoughtseize. They're not a skillful wizard. They did not open Thoughtseize on turn 1. Do I feel enlightened? It's just another troll to add to the rage bait. So it's hard for me to say. Let's surveil. Blue white. Overlord's not bad. Every time I walk by either of you at an RC, it's just an immense feeling of despair. So I guess in Darkens. I would go with it in Darkens. Biggest dog. Hmm. I'm good pour for MTGO. I was going to get back on Arena since I have wildcards. Is there viable black green X deck floating around maybe anywhere? Like some kind of Samwise or kitchen sinks shenanigans. Samwise is pretty good in modern. Problem with Arena is that it doesn't have modern. So if you're looking to play modern on Arena, the closest you're going to get is Pioneer because they pretty much finished Pioneer. Or you can play standard on Arena, but there's nothing, there's no modern on Arena, sadly. One of many problems for Arena. Hmm. Just untap. Play Timeless, that's true. You're playing Sneaky Show? Yeah, Sneaky Show I think is still really viable, but I'm not sure. I haven't kept up with the Timeless meta in a minute. I'm not sure what's viable in Timeless anymore. I've been out of the game for too long. I played it when it first came out. Like I kind of got off the format right around when Show and Tell was printed because Show and Tell ruined it. R.I.P. Timeless Tuesdays. Hmm. I guess we Thoughtseize. I'm not really sure if I'm supposed to be Thoughtseizing here. March Push, Necro, Shelly. Problem is they could Thoughtseize me now. I guess I'll wait and see if they want to Thoughtseize me. They're gonna Thoughtseize me. Ginger, thank you for the raid. I hope you had a great stream. I think I messed up here. Well, no, this is fine, right? Because if they Thoughtseize the Solitude, I get to go Overlord, bring back the Solitude anyways. They do get to gain a ton of life, though, and draw 13 cards. I guess I had to take the Shelly instead. That do be upon me. See how many souls I'm getting spiked. I think we're dead. Not this turn, but soon. I thought about the Thoughtseize line after. That was on me. I should have just taken the Shelly. Well, I could Flickerwisp Witch Enchanter and hold up Ephemerate. Or I don't know if I have a good plan B. Play Ketramose. I play Ketramose, I probably almost assuredly die. Or I could go Overlord, bring back Solitude. Solitude this. Maybe that's the best line I have. Either way, they could draw their entire deck and double soul spike me. Yeah, we just did. I messed up pretty badly that game. Not sure I want to change anything though. I think if I just took the Shelly, we win that game or we come close to winning that game. Always give up, always surrender. It'd be like that sometimes. Doubt. No giveaways today, sorry. Friday, though. Not this Friday. A week from Friday, though. Vindicate blows up lands. Legion to Ashes doesn't. Turn 1 Thoughtseize, turn 2 Frog. Vindicate blows up lands. Legion to Ashes does not blow up lands. Pretty relevant against Eldrazi, mostly. That's usually one of the few matchups where you even want to bring Vindicate in, is to kill like Murktide and then Eldrazi lands. Because they could have like basic forest Utopia Sprawl, and then you can Vindicate the basic forest because you can target anything with it. Yeah, it's fighting against blue white too. Torpor Orb, Thoughtseize, Inquisition, Fatal Push, Necro. Well, Torpor Orb's a big problem, but so is Necro. They're gonna take everything out of my hand. I think I just take the Necro. I don't know. What do you think, Chad? Torpor Orb or Necro? They're gonna take my Frog with a Thoughtseize or Inquisition for sure. Or I could just Fatal Push it, I guess. I think I just take the Necro and hope to out top deck them. Their hand's really good though. That's a trophy worthy hand. 400 play points, 12 chests, 1 competitive trophy. Wait a minute. What are the prizes on normal leagues then? 11 chests. Why would you ever play a gold league? Cloud? The value is so bad. Okay, I took the Flickerwisp and left me with the frog so they can push the frog. Yeah, but it costs like 100 more play points though. I don't know. It seems like it's all just for play points. Yep, you can take my nothing. Push my frog. I remember you, frog. You were one of the brave. I didn't think the EV for gold leagues was that low. Orb. Mm-hmm. Gotta find a Ketramose. That works too. Leave that on top. So I can use that and then get frog. Done so much damage to myself already. And I sent my Meticulous Archive into the Shadow Realm too. Ooh, I could take Phelia. Let's take the dog. When choiced between frog and dog, it can get a little tough sometimes. Yeah, Impending Overlord's super good into Torpor Orb, and so is the dog, and so is the frog. Here's my dog. I loved you, dog. I'll remember you. Spends a Profane Tutor. I don't think I should actually Surveil. They're 100% going to get a Necro. That's really bad for me. I'm in so much danger. They can go draw like 15 cards and find a couple of Soul Spikes. And dog, not a bad draw. Also not great. It's not sneeze. Flicker the Overlord. What's up, Dino? I don't think I want to cast the Thoughtseize. Browse the 2 Mockingbirds. Does that copy artifacts? No, right? It could be crazy if it copied artifacts. Do we have a cheap clone for artifacts? I gotta make more steel cutters. How many steel cutters can we make? Yeah, go get your Necro. Yep. It drew 7. No. I can't put him to 1. Hmm. I think we put him to 1. Flickerwisp, Phelia, Emperor Bones. Take Emperor Bones. Put him to 1. Then go slacking. What did I do? I'm in jail. How hard could I be slacking? Snot sneeze. Belfie missed his pyramid. Oh man. Belfie, Belfie, Belfie. Soul Spike, Shelly, Bowmasters, Necro. I could take a Soul Spike. So they attack me. They play Shelly. Now a magical lost mod privileges by doing the unforgivable. I go to 4. I go to 3. I push Fatale. They draw 4 cards. They have to draw a Soul Spike, black card, black card. Yeah, unforgivable. Yeah, they say good chat. I drew the Spike ban. GG's. But 2 lands and only 1 to pitch. Damn. Who's that? Raven, Dave the Prime. 11 months. Yeah. This here's Solitude. Adapt to overcome. Attack. Oh, they said woof. Let's go. They get it. They get it. They understand. Woof. We did it, chat. We dream crushed somebody in the gold leagues. I think that makes us the gold champion now. Sorry, big doggus. Shock sneeze. Ardently, curators, subtlety, surveillant, generousant. Well, I feel like I take generousant and just hope that they break because their hand's kind of cracked. Beers for the Buster. They've been to Waker of Waves. That's what we like to see. How's his hand beating Snaring Bridge? It doesn't. Hey, they bricked on lands. How does their hand beat Ensnaring Bridge? It also doesn't. Nobody's hand beats Ensnaring Bridge. That's why it's the best card. Bye, dog. Hey, we drew Godless Shrine. Ketramose. Oh, they scooped. They missed so many land drops. Alright, notably, Grafdigger's Cage does not work against Living End, so let's not bring in Grafdigger's Cage. I am going to bring in the Consign Memories, though. I think Strategic Betrayal is okay, too. Could bring in Vindicate. Doesn't seem completely terrible awful. Like, blow up a land. I'm going to board out one Witch Enchanter, which might be greedy. But I am the greediest person I know. Nah, I don't think I want the Vindicates. Let's go without him. Why is that Godless Shrine dark? It entered the Shadow Realm. It's seen some shit. It's truly a Godless Shrine. I'll bring you your Ghoul Caller's Bell, Timmy. But I found a lantern in the same deck box. See, take notes, Bolt. That's how you rage bait. Surveil time? Cycle's a generous hint. Eh. Activate Relic. No Cigarette. Save it 26 months. Are you guys? So I didn't bring a modern deck with me. I have Standard and I have Legacy. That's all I got, though. I should have brought Storm with me. We're gonna do the big brain play. We're gonna activate Relic, then we're gonna flicker the Relic with Phelia, then activate it again. I have Storm and Legacy also. The only Legacy deck I really, really like. Wanting to build it for a minute. No. My dog. I could bring you Titan. Unfortunately, it appears Dingo has been in a tragic accident and will not be able to leave the house for the foreseeable future. Dude, Mike, thank you for the raid. I hope you had a wonderful stream. We're live from jail. They finally caught me for tax evasion. It was a good run, though. But they knew what I was doing. For years, nonetheless. Such an uncastable Psychic Frog. Let's go get Basic Swamp. Standard, Legacy, or Modern on a Friday. They can easily get you a Modern deck if you want Gems Paper Modern. A Guardian Games. Pick up Phelia. Do some research. I'm gonna see how far away Guardian Games is. See if I can make it out tomorrow. Endurance. Number 2. Ouch. Flashing Dog. Subtlety. Subtlety. Bottom. It's Mesmeric Orb time. My favorite card. Gosh, I just love seeing all the triggers pop up on my screen all the time. I choose Solitude. I'm in pretty okay shape. We are at 7, which is kind of scary, but I can block the Subtlety. I can block an Endurance. I'm dead. I don't know if I'm dead. Relic that away. Yeah, I saw that. The Water Crystal seems like the only half decent crystal. The rest of them seem kind of garbage. Curator of Mysteries. I should have got another blue source. I'm a ding dong. Whoops. Invoke Solitude. I could actually consign the Solitude trigger also. I could play a frog. So many things I could do. Alright, what's the biggest, brainiest play of all? Attack with. No. Emperor Bones. No. Wait. Emperor Bones Phelia. Attack with Overlord and Phelia. That's not gonna work either. I guess we can just get white card plus Solitude. Yeah, maybe that's fine. I think we go Bones, Phelia, activate. Attack with these two. Phelia, flicker the Overlord. Pick up Solitude. Now when it ETBs again, I get to pick up Witch Enchanter. Or Flickerwisp. Flickerwisp might be better. Cycles Curator. We're in a pretty okay spot. I wish I could pitch both these Solitudes, but that's not happening. Blue green. Cycle. Curator's mad annoying. Maybe I should just Solitude this Curator. If I can find another subtlety and kind of make things inconvenient for me, wouldn't be the end of the world, I guess. Returns Flickerwisp to my hand. It's an activated ability. Well, now I have double pitch on Solitude. Sends in the team. Pink. Oh shit, I didn't think I'd get this far. Mysticalist Piece of Solitude. Sadly, I can't change the light color in here. I'll refund you your points though. You know what? I gotta mod magical again. This is too much work. Mod magical. I won. Sorry, Ethan. You're like the only prowess player I beat. Went 2-5 against prowess this last RC. 60% plus the Pro Tour meta. Yeah, I don't know what the Pro Tour meta is gonna look like. I don't know if this new set's gonna make a huge impact on standard or not. There's a lot of cards in this Final Fantasy set, though, I will say. I've been struggling to keep up reading all of them. It's Belcher. I think it's kind of good against Belcher minus his Fatal Push. Yeah, reading's hard. Yeah, they might be saving some bangers. Honestly, I think that Buster Sword is kind of a banger of a card. Maybe standard's not the format for that card, but I think that card is a banger. Hydroelectric Specimen, Disrupting Shoal, Filage, Thunder Trap, Flare. Take your land. They pass back. I pass back. They got me for tax evasion. It's only a matter of time. No, they hit land. Where do you think Eldrazi ramp is right now and the tier list is struggling with it? I think it's really bad against prowess. Let's say it's A tier, like tier 1.5, just because it struggles against prowess. And it's like only okay against energy. I think energy and Eldrazi are a coin flip for the most part. Yeah, it didn't declare the Arita Direct boxes. It didn't get any Arita Direct boxes. Downtime. Scale seems pretty well positioned. But the deck kind of loses to itself a lot. Are they gonna Disrupting Show my dog? My dog. So if Thunder Trap Trainer, Filage, Flare Denial. Hmm. I just pass. Sadly, I missed my land drop also. In response to the Thunder Trap Trainer, we're gonna flash in the dog. So I don't get flared. If I draw a land, I can go Impend Overlord and Fatal Push. They also hit their land drop though. Their hands Thunder Trap Trainer, Flare Denial, question mark. Okay, not that land in specific. Awkward. Very, very awkward. Nice double black. Maybe Pending's a little bit more mana efficient though. Not gonna end step, Fatal Push the Thunder Trap Trainer. Untap and try to go for the Overlord play. Activation's so sick, man. So good, man. It's up there on the list of favorite things along with Storm. Oh, wow, they're not playing Thunder Trap Trainer. So they're just holding up Hardcast Flare. Yo, Thrawn, think of the Prime. Maybe they have Whir also, and that's why they're holding this up. Either way, I think they pass. Probably a Whir. No, they're just holding up Hardcast. Where's a good card? They're holding up Thingy again. Another dog. It could be ghosting. I'll play face up and beat him. How about that? I'll play frog. Play frog. Disrupting Shoal, pitching Thunder Trap Trainer. Alrighty. Well, as president of being in jail, I will do absolutely nothing. These fatal pushes are really awkward. Oh, with Thoughtseize. Let's look. What you got? Flare, Thunder Trap Trainer. Let's take the Thunder Trap Trainer. I guess it's 3 a turn for the rest of the time. If I find Belcher, then we can impend the Overlord. Try to hit Flickerwisp for this Witch Enchanter. As if they draw Belcher, though. Why are you a frog? Alright, looks like our patience paid off. Um. Hmm. I'll just take Boggart Trawler. It's not a great hit off of the Overlord. Flickerwisp is, though. Oh, maybe Emperor Bones is actually better. They're devolving. Next up, next street from behind the street alley. What's up, Witch? How you doing? We choose Jawari Disruption. Fatal Push. Fatal Push. I didn't even need a Fatal Push this. Could just attacked. And blinked it. Alright, Belcher. I'll take Consign. Thoughtseize. Push Fatale out. Prismatic Ending out. Indicates pretty good. White Orchid Phantom could be good. I don't think Emperor Bones is that strong. Now there's Solitude. Drop Solitudes. I guess Grafdigger's Cage could be okay over the last Solitude. Leaving 1 or 2 Solitudes in the deck's okay. For Tameshi. Ketramose. I think Solitude's a little bit worse. I could bring in like 1 more Solitude. Drop a Ketramose. Ketramose is slow. That's not the worst. No, Hyper, think of it tier 1 of the 7 months. How do you think I'm able to stream right now? I had to call my lawyer. I was like, "Can I stream from jail?" And they're like, "Yeah, that's fine. Just don't say anything that'll get you in trouble." I'm like, "Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't do that." I've been charged with tax evasion and about 876 accounts of scamming somebody, all of which I'm pleading guilty to. They're all true. The same person. It's been a lot of Magic Online users and paper players. How many Patreon subscribers you have? Maybe. If it wasn't for that meddling ban list, I would have gotten away with it. Free grief, though, for real. I miss him. I miss him so much. I'm gonna try to stream from the laptop, from the hotel on my laptop tomorrow, chat. If the hotel has any decent Wi-Fi, I'm gonna find out. So I'm heading over to Pokemon Regionals that direction tomorrow. I don't know if the hotel Wi-Fi is gonna be able to manage all this bit rate, all 8K bit rates. We're gonna do another league after this. I might be playing Eldrazi aggro. 800 bucks for my left kidney. I feel like I can get more for my left kidney on the black market. What's the going rate on a left kidney nowadays? Got to be more than 800 bucks. 25K? That sounds about right. Dude, you're being recorded in jail. I'm talking about the black market. Maybe I should have boarded out a relic instead of a Ketramose. Lotus Bloom. I think I'm flashing in the dog. Although I could go White Orchid Phantom. If they counter it with Spell Snare, I could try to follow it up with Flickerwisp. Grab Watery Grave. The dog. The new gold leagues are pretty much just like the regular leagues. I haven't noticed a big difference. Hydro Aleki, Jawari Sync. Yeah, meta wise, I haven't noticed like a big difference though. I lost to Miracles, but I beat like Grixis Control. Forgot what biggest dog this was playing. Oh yeah, it was Mono Black Necro. And this was Living End. So I don't know. It's like not super meta stuff. It's not like energy, 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 energy. They have Spell Snare. I'm gonna go for the Flicker Wisp. Oh, you know what? I should have hit the other two lands. This one's actually gonna come in as a creature. Probably not the end of the world. That wasn't Stern Scolding. I messed up. I should have hit the other two. Oops. Yeah, the friendly leagues allow take backs. Takesies backsies. My opponent said, would you like to split? I'm sorry. Trying to split with me on the DB account. That's actually maniacal. I need to split their lands in half, though. What's up, Annie? How you doing? Suppression Ray could not enter. Get Stone Rain twice. You want to split? We're trying to split right now. We get the White Orchid Phantom and then replicate Consign on the Lotus Bloom. Yeah, we're Dream Crushing today. Get rid of that big Ying Coast. I guess the Jawari is technically a little bit better. Oh, that basic island deck. Crazy. Turn off auto heals because I do want to double hit this Lotus Bloom. Let that trigger go. Not letting this trigger go though. Nor do I want to put it in the graveyard because then they can get it back with what's her face? Normally they play a mountain. I'm kind of surprised to see an island. Yeah, I'm dream crushing technically all the time because I have absolutely nothing to gain by playing on the DB account other than stealing people's souls. Chooses Begging Veil. Yeah, I'm dream crushing the gold leagues right now because I wanted to try 'em. I wanted to see how different they were. Yeah, just I can't keep the souls on the DB account. I have to give them back. I found an even worse camera. Thanks. Every day we strive to do a little bit better than the last. Frog. Yeah, let's make Wind Sauce's list. Get rid of Bean Veil. Alright, I will leave a dog. Thunder Trap Trainer. Yeah, this camera's not great, but the camera's very easy to travel with, which is why I brought it. It's pretty much a GoPro. It's the Logitech Stream Cube or whatever. Logi Stream Cube. I got a Belcher. Indubitably. I think they're holding on to Spell Snare, by the way. Never mind. I said, I'm dead. Yo, Mr. Kitty's pal. Thank you for the follow. Mr. Mark. My favorite uncle. I'll lose my dog here. My darn hobbies. Thank you for the follow as well. I like this is trying to tell me like a secret message. Next. Spin the camera around, show us the camera. I don't think that's quite how it works. Take your chart, Belcher. I guess I could pop this relic. I don't really need to, but I could pop this relic. I got that there. Seagate Restoration pass. All right, everything's going swimmingly. Think we're the greatest. We are the 4-1 Gold League Dream Crushers. All right. So this cost us 200 play points, and we got 320 and 6 chests and 6 QPs. I guess that wasn't like terrible value. Definitely not bad value. Well, McWin Sauce does it again. Turns a mediocre Esper deck into a challenge top 8.
Have you peaked? Bing bong, bing bing bong. Have you peaked?
You're a third-rate duelist.
I can't take it anymore.